Hey, Pajama Gramma here with chronic painkillers prescriptions. Today's chronic painkillers prescription is about believing, about belief or just believe. What do I believe? And mostly, what do I believe is possible for me? Because what I've learned over my 37 years dealing with chronic illnesses and chronic pain, if whatever I believe actually tends to come into existence in my life. If I believe a test or a medication or a project or a process or a procedure is going to work for me, it often does. It often gives me some relief. If I have an inkling or a belief or a thought or a fear that it's not going to work for me, a lot of the time I would get almost no impact from whatever I was trying, or it absolutely positively would not work for me or would make me actually feel worse or experience more pain. So over the years, I discovered that what I'm thinking and believing about something has a huge impact on the outcome. Holy moly, is that powerful? I can use that to help me or I can use that to hurt me. So I decided over the decades of dealing with chronic pain and chronic illness that I'm going to use my beliefs and my thoughts and my feelings to benefit me. So whenever I head into something that I'm trying, a new supplement, a new exercise or movement, a new medication or process or procedure that an expert or a doctor or naturopathic medicine, whatever you happen to be doing or believe in or using to kill your chronic pain, I always head into that expecting the absolute best possible outcome. I always expect it to make me feel better. Now, does some stuff not work for me and my expectations aren't met? Absolutely. But I'm going into it, giving it a fair chance, giving it a real chance of working for me. If I go into everything saying, this won't work for me, nothing ever works for me, I'm never going to get better, I'm just going to feel like this for the rest of my life, guess what? And I have a confession to make. I did that. When I first became chronically ill, that was my mindset. That was my belief. I believed that, well, at first I believed that the doctors would cure me and fix me. And then I was super duper disappointed and depressed by that when they couldn't, when they didn't have the answers. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They couldn't figure out what was causing my illness, my pain, my going blind, my massive inflammation throughout my body. And that was like really disappointing and depressing and, probably the lowest point of my life. And I used to believe that at first I believed them. I believed that that was my life. I was going to be bedridden, then I would have a terrible, miserable life. I would have no relationships. I would never have a family. And I believed that. But at some point, I decided to be open to the possibility of believing something else. And fortunately for me, I did believe something else. I did decide to trust myself and listen to my body and listen to me more than people outside of me. And it was kind of just a logical progression because even though I spent a lot of time with doctors and experts and specialists back then, I still spent more time in my body as me. So I might go see a doctor for an hour. On the long side, I would see and talk to a doctor for an hour, and they maybe looked at my chart for 20 minutes before they talked to me. And, some of my specialists, maybe I spent a total of 20 or 30 hours with, but I was living in my body 24/7. So who would know and understand and be able to do something about what was going on with me better than me? Well, I had that realization, and I started to believe in myself, and that made me ask questions and look for answers and figure out what works for me. So see, our beliefs are so powerful. So today's prescription is to ask yourself, what am I believing? What am I believing about my chronic pain? And just write those things down. What am I believing about my health? What am I believing about what I can and cannot do in life? What am I believing about what I deserve? Answer those 4 questions today and see what comes up. And I suspect, like me, you're going to find some areas where you still are harboring what I call limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs because they are putting a limit on your ability to let yourself feel better. Let yourself experience what is possible for you versus what other people have told you you can expect. We get what we expect. I think I've got a another prescription about that because it's so true. So always expect the best of yourself. Always expect that anything is possible for you, and see how much more is possible than what you're getting right now. That's it for today's prescription. Go out, make it an awesome day, and I will see you again soon with another chronic painkillers prescription.